extremely fast in the LJL, although they did slow down in their playoffs. So we'll see if they've got some of the pep back in their step, Crumbs. It's time for day 2 of play-ins. The 2020 World Championships. This is going to be a fun one. R7 back here for their second game, V3 here for their first. And teams are
win team fights flat out in a Twitch just makes teams more cautious.
All right, well, Paz is going to chill out in this brush for now. We'll see Alone and Ace doing battle here in the mid lane.
So moving away from what seems to be what most teams are playing, and especially a pick like Elise, which is really just taking a big gamble. You fall behind on this pick, you are relegated to just being a cocoon bot, if you can even hit those.
Farm things out in peace, Crumbs, as Boogie is, as you expected, ready to dive this Sion top lane.
Right on cue with the minion wave being crashed. Let's see if they can pull this off. They should have enough damage. The Renekton's Fury just got used up, though.
Ooh.
I think they're going to pull out of it.
I'll say maybe getting a little ambitious with that Q channel, but does not get interrupted. Cocoon, but junglers have gone back. They've spent their initial gold, picked up their jungle enchant. Everyone's just relaxing here as R7 probably pretty happy with the pace of the game so far, but Reyna going to get the face breaker down. Leza is going to get shielded. Now the exhaust will be forced out here as Reyna's continuing to go. Boogie was there ready to as well, but no gank angle to be found. Reyna eats a lot of return fire, but Set is going to go ahead and be fine, I think.
Junglers are around, though, so they are thinking that there was some action happening. The exhaust came onto the Ashe just because they were afraid that the Nidalee and the Elise were going to get involved into the mix. Now the junglers make sure that nothing goes down and that the vision just gets cleared. This will allow R7's bottom lane to push the minion wave back and get a nice little recall timing. So
from Alone, but I think Alone's just going to hit another wave and be okay with it all. Is going to be a quick dragon though for R7 after the bot lane of V3 does reset. So it should be an easy take here. Will be no contest for V3. I do like the attempt from Boogie looking down to the bottom lane, but what's well covered.
Oh boy. This dragon being Cloud tells us that it's Infernal or Ocean Soul Pacey. We're going to have a very dragon-focused game.
Well, that's good news for us. Bees, I see 2 Doran shields. And there was even a biscuit for Arce until just a moment ago, because guess who's back? It's Boogie once again. Looking here for Paz on the top side. Better get out. Oh, a good block. But here comes the Nidalee, and now going to turn things back around. Paz looking a little bit low, but the Fury bar is charged. Jose Diodo, he's going to get in there. The tower's going to take it, but the dominance is popped. Paz is massive, literally, as he's going to try and get for the first blood. It is Elise that is going to nab it, and now Arce is going to run him down. Paz looking a little bit worse for wear. Probably going to die here if they can try and escort the Renekton out. Paz has a little bit of health back here.
Oh no!
Now another TP is coming in, and where did V3 go? The spears aren't going to connect. They might just get a kill here, but it's Arce coming back from the dead indeed. Here's the Tristana going to try and scoop it up. They're going to get another kill though. Paz is going to get one at least. And now Boogie is going to fall. It is going to be Alone to be donated. Yet another bit of gold. But what a mess in the top lane.
Exactly, what a mess. Everybody, exception of Zoe.
Yeah, top side control is going to continue here though for V3. Boogie's going to get the Rift Herald off the back of that. Paz is still up 30 CS in this lane. With Blade the Ruin King also fast approaching. This is going to be quite a scary Renekton still for a while, but Alone, as you mentioned, is going to be accelerated. So we'll see which carry can out-carry here as we move through the early game.
They're into the game, so let's see if Elise goes for it, because they can still return to the top side of the map. The Sion is a bit beefier, but makes it even harder for V3 to be able to find the picks that they so want. And so they're now at the mercy of Twitch and Tristana jumping them from the middle of nowhere. And those champions can get to a point where you just get 3-shot before you can even retaliate.
Well, you mentioned it earlier.
Skirmishes for Vision. V3's moving into started. I think they've earned the Sion is coming, but he's late.
Yeah, Paz with a nice roam again. Being able to move first matters a whole lot there as V3 are going to equalize on the Dragons, and it is Infernal Soul today, Crumbs. Nice and spicy to kick off day 2.
A Zoe with Infernal. Oh, your Sion!
Oh, Sion. Oh, going to get knocked up there is Ace. The stun is going to land though as the arrow was used by Archer. No, it wasn't. I take it all back, but now Reyna going to get chased up. But he's going to get out of there safely. Here comes Boogie, though, back down from Rappel as R7 still trying to find a pick. Boogie not going to quite eat the tip of that Nidalee spear. And both teams are going to walk away injured, but not felled.
B2B back on. This Infernal stack is going to be really dangerous for all the teams, but it seems like we're going to have our first start to a fight in the bottom lane.
Oh, Leza just unleashing here. Shadow going to get the knock-up as well. Twitch ulti not up though as Reyna gonna dive back in, and Les is eating too much damage on the trade. Just a couple seconds early there for the Twitch to try and engage, and now Twitch is in danger of getting dove. You can see Ace is booking it down to the bottom lane. Oh, what an arrow! Great cleanse though.
Some good damage there. Zoe will go back to the mid lane knowing that the Nidalee is already here, and that engage from R7, like you said, a few seconds of wait time would have given Twitch the ultimate, and then...
So now some homework's done for us. Alone, we're going to face check the Elise, and pretty scary with the echoes already completed, but Alone says I'm pretty scary too. Ace still going to try and make it happen, but Boogie's just going to get obliterated, set a little too late, but always able to stop the show, as that is going to be a double kill there for V3. Now Archer going to chase down Shadow, but he bounces back in towards Leza. Ace looking for the bubble, does not unleash it, probably didn't have it on cooldown. So a 2-for-1 trade there as V3 snagged the double.
That was Elise picking a fight against the most fed member on R7, one with a cleanse on top of it all. And so not making the most out of that cocoon into this skirmish. So Tristana, yes, she goes down, but let's see how this all happened, because she doesn't have vision of this at all. And the cleanse is a bit late, but she already does so much damage. Just a few autos and the ultimate is enough to take down the Elise, and they at least get a set ultimate for it, so that does present an opportunity for the...
And V3 going to go ahead and pull everyone here nice and quickly, and with Tristana bottom lane, going to just have to be a trade here, Crumbs.
They're happy with this trade. This Tristana is going to demolish this turret. Her E does so much for taking these turrets down, so...
Still a trade that R7 will be happy with. We'll see what V3 want to drop this second Herald, though. It's going to be mid. Don't even need to ask the question. Boogie's just going to drop it down mid. We're going to have a bit of a party. Set going to start doing sit-ups, and R7 going to have to be careful. There's an awful lot of poke coming their way. Shelly, get in there. Cow's going to get low, but not out just yet. R7 maybe looking for the counter engage here now.
The Renekton is coming from the top side. We're fighting over the mid lane wave to be able to rotate into vision for the Dragon, but V3 have plenty of control wards. They have to use them with these poke champions, or else they were for nothing.
You see 5 ultis and 8 flashes, I think? 9. My eyes deceive me. Only Jose Dio that doesn't have his. So this could be quite the fight here. As you mentioned, Crumbs, the Dragon focus game in Dig with the Infernal Soul up and ready. Teams do want to be the first to claim their second Drake if they can, but mid lane also...
No one uses spells on him because it's just not worth it. He's so beefy. They need everybody there to focus him, or else the poke is not worth it on him. He'll now leave as the rest of the team funnels back out into the mid lane and into your own red side for Vision. And it looks like the Vision wars continue, but now Sion could potentially have an angle. Just waiting for the Twitch to have this ambush cooldown up.
Yeah, as you said, Crumbs, when you don't have vision, it's so frustrating to play against V3's comp, and V3 know that they've cleared the vision out. They're starting to just continue to throw poke and try and hit anyone that isn't named Sion. Unfortunately, Ace comes up with only the Sion, but still a decent amount of poke, and V3 are going to start the objective here. There is a control ward in the back for R7 that sees this, but V3 are just going to force them to try and make the steal.
Okay, Spear. Nope. No steal can be very dangerous eventually, but it's better to not force a fight that you don't know you're going to win.
Oh, how did you hit the Twitch there? What a bubble angle there from Ace. Here comes the set charging in. Rain but doesn't find it, and the Haymaker also on cooldown now, as the shield was not popped. They are going to look for the trade kill. Haven't grabbed it just yet, but the tower will fall. Drowsy indeed, and there's the kill. Shadow going to be dropped there by Ace. And now Alone going to get exhausted. Will cleanse out of there, but Archer is just laying waste as Ace finds another paddle star, this time to the backside of Alone.
That's a great fight out of V3. The arrow we knew was going to be huge. The Ashe is so important to allow more members to find fights, to be able to punish mispositions out of the enemy. That engage, R7 is so lucky, happened at the 19 minutes.
We'll have a look at the Axe replay here. R7 really wanted this tower, and it looked a little dicey for V3.
Using the Sion for the engage, it's a great move then. And when everybody else is retreating in the same direction, you know the follow-up can be so sick. And the Zoe flash bubble from the wall is a pretty cool mix coming from base with the Hurricane. So this is a fight that R7, being 3,000 gold behind, can still win. They just need to find the carries dealing damage. Here we go.
Ooh, in there for Arce, trying to get the ulti happening, but Reyna is going to eat the charm instead from Rakan. Shadow, though, getting a little bit low on the return fire, but that's going to be a dead set. No, not yet. Into Zombies he goes, and now Paz dive in the backline. Look at the lockdown. Leza does grab him, and now Arce going to dive into the back of the fight, but he's just going to get face broken and punched out as he flashes over the wall out of relative safety. But Ace is still looking to chase, trying to get the bubbles through the terrain. And V3 one kill, and that's all they'll need, as they should be able to nab the Infernal Dragon off that.
V3 were so happy to see that R7 was willing to engage onto the set out of all champions. He is the support. Yeah, he looks scary, but he is not a carry. They were so happy to take that fight, and the Renekton, who was coming in from the bottom lane, went unnoticed. The Twitch did have a good angle, both summoners out of him as well.
It's getting a bit spicy, but it was a fake flash after all. Does force Shadow to jump over the wall. No sums for Leza either, as he does respawn. This potential Baron, they are going to start it. This is a very aggressive counterplay. But Boogie already here sweeping wards out. I think you have to get off now.
Oh, yeah. That is not necessary right now. Yes, it can look dire. Nidalee is not going to be carrying this game. A Grail would have been phenomenal here. You get the MR against both Zoe and Elise, but a fight is happening again until the set, though.
Ult for Sion. Reyna is the target of all the ire of R7. Pops the Haymaker, jumps out of there, and Archer's letting it rip. Arrow going to hit Shadow. There's Boogie going in. The Cocoon's going to land. Shadow going to try and dance out of there, but they are just going to get straight on top as Reyna getting there with a face breaker past the back line once again. And R7 are going to get torn to shreds by V3. That is 4 kills already, as only the jungler is left alive to watch.
You can only speculate what the calls are for V3. The second that the engage goes on to set, they are just saying, take this fight. We cannot lose it at this point. The Renekton is flanking. They eliminate the carries, and this looks like a done deal pastry. They have been winning fight back to back, getting objectives nonstop, and this Renekton that was the initial focus of the game, which we saw from the Elise pick, has turned to be exactly what V3 needed.
Jose, that looks very dangerous, but Paz going to keep tabs on the jungler, ensures that the Baron to V3, and Paz might even have enough time to finish off this tier 2 mid. Is going to think better of it now that Shadow's here. Nope, I take it all back. He's got the Baron Cannon to back him up, and 2 teammates right behind him. Leza, though, going to try and unleash onto Ace, but does not. Been at 30, but we'll watch how this all started, because like you said, they just keep going for this set.
It would have been Twitch that would be the follow-up alongside the Nidalee, but Tristana wasn't there, and now in this position, it is brutal. Look at the Renekton coming in from the minimap on the red side, so they just need to keep R7 interested here. The second that they see them retreating, it's so easy to follow up. Set has no problem re-engaging onto this one, and it is all too easy. In picture-in-picture, though, we got to fight over this Dragon Zone. It's 1 minute.
So challenging for R7 to even get in the river for this vision, but that's a good bit of burst onto Boogie. Arrow, they're going to land onto Jose Diodo, taking the jungler out of the game, makes it tricky. Reyna going to be diving in there with a Saturn pass once again. It's just wreaking destruction in the back lines of R7, and the rest of V3, they don't care about the Dragon. It's not up yet. The team, though, they're up to try and get kills, as Leza is not going to get bubbled. Still has the cleanse, but Ace is just keeping everybody out of the way. Paddle Star not quite on the mark there to take out the Twitch. He was camouflaged, to be fair, and Arce buying time, I suppose. It is just so tough for R7 right now.
Pastry, you'd think we were in Florida with how many times this Renekton keeps surprising people coming out of nowhere. There's crocodiles everywhere.
Damage for damage here. Ace's book looking a little bit better right now, but I appreciate the optimism, most certainly, because, oh goodness, all right, cleanses out of there. Mark's gonna fire crumbs, it's all fine. Wound and Liz are just gonna have to blow those summoners as the pick tools are starting to fly out from V3, but
for the Twitch, so yeah, the gold lead is serious as well as the Dragons, but mispositioning from V3 can be punished with a team fight loss, but here's another pick.
Oh, it just hurts. Oh, no CC follow-up, though. Boogie couldn't quite get there in time. Good ulti there as well from Rakan to try and disengage the situation, but Reyna is going to find the face breaker, but he's got no teammates to follow up on. They're out of CC somehow. I didn't think that was possible, but I don't think it matters. Archer just laying into Arce. See you later, Sion, as Boogie is going to go ahead and collect the last hit.
They thought that Set had overextended. Set has been the one champion that has been the bane of R7. Every single time they see him, they think they can take a fight, but he has gotten the better of them consistently. They can now turn to the Baron. Here's an attempt that may be a pick, but this Renekton's thinking about turning.
Yeah. Paz just destroys that poor Twitch. Extremely ambitious play. But Paz just deletes Twitch off the Rift, and they're going to go ahead and take this Baron. They don't even need all 5 of them. Ace and Paz are keeping the rest. of R7 busy. But you kind of alluded to it already, Crumbs. I think if this was a movie, the tagline would be, they thought they had caught Set, and they were wrong. As Ace is certainly caught alone, that's going to be a nice clean kill there for the Zoe.
I was thinking the tagline could have been something like Crocodile Just. I was going to say Just, but it's like, okay, I guess a lot of animals do have that.
Crocodile Dundee 3, Crocodile's Revenge. As so far, Baron picked up, and see you later base as V3 just going to rush it straight down mid here to try and look to end this game. Just the Sion left to defend alongside Shadow here as Rakan is desperately trying to keep the Nexus afloat. 2 Moldo respawn for R7, but V3 are not done with this push, Crumbs, as Jose Diodo is going to make his way back in, but V3 are going to go for the throat. There's the dunk in again from the Set. Jose Diodo does take down the Set, but Archer is just going to lay waste to the rest of the backline. No, Crumbs, it's about the KDA as Archer with the GA is going to try and get maximum value, but V3, their first game at Worlds, and it is a dub.
Dang, they look good. They looked really good here, Pastry. That was a clean win out of them. You can't pinpoint a single play that you said, ah, yes, this was a glaring error. In this group, I am really now looking forward to seeing V3 face off against PSG.
I like the pace, you know, super fun comp. Had,